Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how I stay motivated within my fitness, weight loss, mental health journey type thing. So if you've seen the other motivational video, you would have known that I spoke about like how I stay motivated in life in general and things like that, and how I talked about like journaling and stuff like that. So I do the same type of thing with my fitness journey and things like that, but it's a bit more tracked, just purely because like obviously I need to track like what type of weights I'm doing, you know, like reps and stuff like that. I need to track obviously like when I do legs, push, pull, that type of thing, my cardio and that and types of things and all that type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, if you're not a gym rat, you will not probably understand what the hell I'm saying, so I do apologise. But there is one thing that I do want to talk about throughout this video, and this is my new 2022 planner journal. So I came across this girl on Instagram, and it was actually that my old online coach got to, why is that so bright? That is not normal. Got a hold of this basically, and I seen it on her story on Instagram, and I was like, I quite like that. I want to see where I can get it. So it's by a girl called Taylor. She created it, she wrote it, she planned it, everything, blah blah blah, and basically it's targeted towards 2022, bettering your year for 2022 and just planning all the things that you want to plan throughout 2022. So she's got two Instagrams. She's got Train with Taylor and Ignite with Taylor. So this is the Ignite with Taylor planner. Basically the reasons I got this was because I wanted to start a new planner, I wanted to start something fresh, and yeah, so basically this is what keeps me motivated the most, basically this type of thing, these types of journals, that type of stuff. So I haven't actually filled this out, I haven't had the chance to fill it out yet, but it's got long-term goals, my highest self, limiting beliefs, self-reflection, that type of stuff, like before you even get into the actual dates and stuff. So it's actually like, see, because it's a new book, I don't want to like pure like open it, but like have to writing it. But it's broken down into months, and like at the start of each month, you know, you can put a monthly budget. You've got a monthly budget page. You have got the week ahead, what are your goals for the month, what are your limiting beliefs stopping you from achieving these goals, so basically like what are the negative thoughts towards that, energy levels going into this week, so like are you low, high, in the middle type of thing. And then it's targeted each week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it has like a wee thing at the top. You probably can't see properly because the lighting's shite, but up here this says like my top priority for the day, things like that. So obviously if your priorities change throughout each day, then you can write that down. The day starts at 5 AM, which I actually do like, because sometimes I do actually wake up at 5 AM and I actually am productive and I actually get shit done. So I quite like that. And there's a positive habit tracker. It's got some positive quotes in here. So the positive quote for the first week of February was, if my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. And that was by Muhammad Ali who said that. So it's like things like that keep you going. It's got a sleep tracker as well that you can shade in, like there's moons on it and you can shade it in. You won't be able to see, but like down here there's like moons and you can shade it in. Same with the water, you can colour the cup in, and blah blah blah. So I do quite like this. On the back she did have like a wee bit of a bibliography type thing on the back. It says, having a planner is one of the biggest shifts I have made in my life to create success, happiness and attract abundance. I created this planner so that you would have a place to set big goals, be intentionally grateful, and have the opportunity to break those goals down into daily, weekly and monthly actions. In the past, I have used planners with questions I found difficult to answer. I have simplified and explained everything in this book so that you can spend time setting intentions without feeling overwhelmed. I will teach you how to break through limiting beliefs and guide you to really go out there and create the life that you love. Commit yourself in being the best version of you every day and watch what happens. This is your year. I love that. See, just the positivity towards this is just amazing. So this is why I bought it in the first place. This wasn't gifted to me. This isn't like an ad or anything. I bought this with my own money, and I like helping small businesses out, and I like helping kind of small kind of influencers and stuff like that out, because I'm generally just a nice person. So anyway, this type of stuff does help me with my fitness journey. Also, what has helped me in the past with my fitness journey and weight loss journey is a food diary. So I did have a food diary tracked on my phone, so I tracked it for a good 6 months. This is how I got to familiarise myself. I eat the same foods, so I familiarised myself with weights, like the weight of food, different things like that, and now like I can basically eyeball stuff and get a relatively good weight and kind of know what I'm putting into my body within reason. Obviously, like I know when I'm overindulging in things, and I know when, you know, I know when to stop and when to say I've had enough, whereas before I would binge eat and eat and eat and eat, and sometimes I have moments like that. It is normal. We crave things, and also with women, being women, we crave things different weeks. So this is why I have done so much research, and I've had many friends help me out with different things. So motivational wise, basically I take progress pictures. I speak to relatively same mindset people. So my coach, for instance, my best friend's into the gym as well. We keep each other all kind of motivated within each other. We have different support networks, and we have our own kind of way of doing things, and I know when to take a break from the gym. I know when to listen to my body, and when my body tells me I've had enough today, you're not doing this amount of cardio, you're not doing this weight today, that is okay, and it's just what happens. So in general, keep myself motivated. I tell myself that I have an end goal, and see, to achieve that end goal I need to put the work in. Basically, see, if you don't put in the work and put in the effort, you're not going to gain anything. If you go out with, or if you go into something with an end goal and you are determined to get that end goal, then that should motivate you enough. But you do get those days where you're like, oh, you turn up to the gym and you're like, I cannot be baller today. Like, I cannot do it. Like, I am stressed. I've got other things on my mind. You know, weights are feeling just a lot heavier than general, and it's just, you know, it's just back and forth, just negative thoughts after thoughts after thoughts, and it's just like, no. See, when that happens, which it does, trust me, it does. If you're a gym rat and you are involved in the gym the way I am type of thing, those days will happen. When that happens to me, I either take a rest day, or I have a active rest day, so I get my steps in, etc, blah blah blah, or I drop the weight down to either like the bar or to the lowest weight I can that I would feel some sort of burn, put the reps up slightly, and I do a really light weight. And okay, sometimes it feels like I'm not doing any work at all, but at the same time you are, and see that little tiny wee bit of work that you've still done, that still counts towards something. So it's still something. So with doing that, again, I can still, like me personally, I've slipped into depressive episodes even just by doing these types of things. So the way I prevent these things is I set reminders on my phone. I set, you know, positive reminders on my alarms and stuff like that, you know, like we're gonna go get it today, blah blah blah. Also, I put loads of reminders in my phone, like in my calendar, of like my day-to-day breakdown, so that I can plan out my sessions, I can plan out my meals, I can plan out my my uni work, my content, everything else, so that everything is broken down and I don't have any excuse to go, I don't have time for this, because I've broken it down, I've gave myself time, and it means like I have sectioned off the day for myself, and I've sectioned off the day for like going to appointments with my mum, or going to lunch with people, or what else, going to a food shop, things like that. I also how do I word this? I also cut time, or like give myself time to sit and journal, sit and note take, sit and do like some admin work, reply to emails, do different things. The reason why is because, see, that time I sit back and I reflect and I go through different things, and you know, and eventually you start hitting a brick wall and you're like, oh, I don't feel anything changing, I don't see any changes. But this is when I've been smacked in the face with progress pictures, and I've been smacked in the face with putting a t-shirt on and it's so loose, or putting a jumper on and it's so loose. Like, these things, like, you'll wake up one day and you'll feel absolutely shit, you'll feel so horrible, right? But something comes around that day and it will bring you back to reality, it will push you forward. I.e., I'll show you guys a recent progress picture. If you've been on my Instagram, you've already seen it before. So this progress picture, if you can see that, I'm sorry about the lighting, right? So this side was October 2021, this was last week, so February 2022. Now, I hadn't looked back on my progress pictures for months, and it was actually my coach who I text saying, I'm feeling really low, I'm not seeing any changes, I'm still feeling massive in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I'm still feeling shit. She put my progress pictures together and she was like, look at that, you are doing so well, blah blah blah. And it's those type of things that kind of bring you back to reality and go, wait a minute, I'm actually doing quite good. And I'm actually should be giving myself credit. So when these things happen, look back, reflect back on your progress pictures. Look back at when you started your starting weight, when you're weightlifting, or if you are weightlifting. Look back at old times, look back at old pictures, look back at old logbooks, anything. When you reflect back, it gives you that extra boost of motivation, and that's what keeps me going mostly. Eating wise, for my fitness journey, if I have a craving, I just eat it. Again, with having the food diary and things, I know what foods are good for my body, what's not good for my body, what bloats me, what doesn't, those type of things. And I'm still researching to this day because there's so many new foods and there's so many new things coming out that genuinely sometimes I eat something and I feel absolutely horrible after it. But then again, I haven't looked into what is actually in the food. Again, this normally comes back to processed foods and things like that and fast food. So sometimes I'm craving fast food, but then I eat it and regret it. So I do give in to myself sometimes, but then sometimes I say to myself, no, I can't, because you know what happened the last time. It hurt your stomach, you ended up in the toilet, you ended up being sick, blah blah blah, because some foods just don't agree with me, and it's the same with everyone. Foods don't agree with some people. So again, do your research, make a food diary, you know, journal what you're doing, take progress pictures, that type of thing, and it should all fall into place eventually. And that's how I do keep motivated most of the time. You're not going to be motivated 24/7, nobody is. If you are, you're a liar, because you can't be motivated 24/7. It just does not happen. So main message is keep pushing along, keep showing up, keep doing what you're doing. If you really want something that bad, you keep showing up and you keep putting in effort. Whether it's 100% or 90% or 80%, you're still putting in some effort. But see the days where you're feeling good and you're feeling motivated and you're feeling like absolutely amazing, put in your 100%, because those 100% do add up eventually. Even if you're having, you know, slump weeks where you've only been putting in like 70% majority of the time, but there will become a session where you're like, I'm absolutely going to bomb this, weight is feeling absolutely lighter, I'm going to put 100%, 110%, 150% in, and eventually it all adds up and it all comes together and you do eventually reach your final goal, and that's just the best thing and the best feeling ever. So yeah, that's how I mostly stay motivated. There is other things that come into aspect, you know, like staying with like positive minded people who support me, people who actually like care about me, that type of thing. But again, I kind of divulged into that on the last motivation video, so if you want to check that out, it will be linked in my description box. So I'm going to end that video here, guys, because my mum is generally just about to pull up outside my flat. So I'm going to end this video here, guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy and learn something about how I stay motivated within my fitness journey, weight loss journey, mental health journey, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.